welcome to Blissful Transformations. Today's clip is about making some really simple organic shaped wooden beads. These are made from a eucalyptus branch that fell on the property, and you can use them for whatever craft project you're doing. I used mine for macrame. And you'll need a sander, a saw and a drill. If you don't have these, perhaps you know someone that you might be able to borrow them from. This is the finished bead. You can see it has different colors. That's because I left a very fine layer of bark. This bark wasn't going to come off. You can't feel it when you rub your finger along the bead. It's very, very fine and very smooth. To varnish my bead, I placed it on a stick, making sure it wasn't going to fall off if I tilted it like this, because I wanted to dip my bead into the varnish rather than paint it on, because it was quicker to do that and gave quite an even finish. But just have it above the tin and wipe off any varnish that might be pooling, so then that way you don't have any lumps and you've got a really even bead. Then I got two sticks together and tipped it onto a dry stick. When it was partially dry, I just moved it along so that the inside wasn't going to get stuck on the stick anywhere whilst it was drying, and that worked quite well. When it comes to cutting your bead, measure and mark along your stick as many as you can. Always make more than what you think you will want. That way you've got extra spare, and if any break, then you've got another one. To drill your holes, start with the smallest drill bit in the packet and then slowly work your way up. You want to do this for safety reasons, because if you start with quite a large drill bit, there's a chance that you might slip. So if you start small and work your way up, then the larger drill bit has always got something to grab onto. There's nothing that it's going to slip over. And also, if you start with a really big drill bit size to start with, you might actually just crack your bead. These beads that I'm drilling right now, I drilled them about 3 times already, so you can see how gradual it is. Start from the smallest, work your way through. I'm using a brick to help with the drilling process, because as the drill bits get bigger in size, they also get longer. And then that way I can just place the bead over the hole and the drill bit can go through and not hit anything or get damaged. Measure along the way to see if you've made the hole large enough to fit all of the strings that you want to put through the bead, and if you have, then you can stop there. So I have here a sanded and unsanded bead, and you can see a little bit of the bark left on, and like I said, it's very, very fine. I used 120 and 240 grit whilst sanding, and I also sanded between the varnish coats, and I did 2 varnish coats. I like a bit of an oval shape on the bead, so I just rock it in the bead while I'm sanding back and forth, and did a bit of extra sanding around the ends as well. Thanks for watching, and hopefully you'll make some beads for your own craft projects, or even give them as gifts to others. So I have in the description box below some links of other clips that you'll enjoy, like this tree I'm standing in front of and the macrame bed that you saw me sitting on. So hit the subscribe button, and as always, my friends, listen to your heart and follow your bliss. Take care.